Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for July 21st to the end of the month. We're doing the whole latter half, okay? This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in. Virgo, I've got to just say that you are going through some enormous change, all right? And I do want to welcome you to the season finale of the most bonkers month of 2025, July. Yeah, it's been a little... You've been going through some experiences and you're not done. I'm looking at what's going on for y'all. Big changes ahead. Huge changes. And you probably already feel it in the air. All this electric change, especially with Uranus now in Gemini. You got a lot of stuff happening with work and career. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff here where there's changes, but you are going through your breakthroughs, okay? And you've been adapting to them. You're a mutable sign, right? For this new era that looks really good on you, by the way. All right? Take a bow. Take a bow, Virgo. Because here's what you've been doing. You've been purging a lot of things that don't serve you well. You're coming after that full moon in Capricorn that happened. You're still, releasing some things. And remember, this rare, once a lifetime summer prism portal. That's all the outer planets connecting with each other at those early degrees. The first time in modern human history, no one's experienced this, and you are excited about this new you, and you're not holding back because Pluto is in Aquarius. You're transforming. Uranus is officially in Gemini. You're reinventing yourself. And then Saturn conjuncting Neptune in Aries, bringing structure to your visions. This is deep. That's your 8th house. This is going to be a deep next 2 weeks for you, okay? We'll talk about this new moon that's happening in Leo for you. There's a lot happening here, but at the same time, you, out of all the signs, Virgo, are going through, you're up there, okay, in terms of all these changes, but you're fiercely owning who you are. You are spiritually evolving on your path to enlightenment. You're embracing this pioneering spirit. I mean, just Saturn, Neptune, and Aries in your 8th house. That's deep. That's very transformative, okay? Remember, that's death and rebirth. There's this new you, okay? It's big because remember what I said last week? It's not just Saturn and Neptune and Aries. You've got Chiron, you have Eris, you have Ceres, your asteroid. So a lot of stuff happening and you are just embracing, again, this pioneering spirit. Oh, big new changes for you because you're coming out on top being this role model, this trailblazer, this leader. That's that Saturn-Neptune conjunction, okay? This hero on your hero's journey, yeah? Like a Wonder Woman or Jane Eyre, Chunk from Goonies. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. However you want to do it, okay? You create your reality, and right now, you're going to be unstoppable, and you're going to get the spotlight that you deserve because we are moving into Leo season. That's right. But before we do, I gotta tell you something, Virgo. Monday, July 21st, right at the gate, you do see that the Venus is going to be with the nodes. We call this bending of the nodes. 19 degrees. Again, I talked about that last week and the week before. So basically, she's going to be with the nodes in a way where, remember, the day before, right, on July 20th, you had Mars conjuncting the South Node. And don't forget, the South Node's in your sign. So now you got Venus here, too. I told you that. Venus is going to be squaring. It's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing, okay? This day has a little bit of heat to it. It's Venus, yeah? And so this is a rare alignment. You can think about what happened back 2006, 2007. It's a cycle, right? Everything is cyclical, all right? So this is the last time that this happened in your sign, yeah? So Mars, like I said, is like a laser. And remember, there's so much happening here. This is the South. You got Mars in your sign, yeah? Conjuncting the South Node in your sign. This is all about you. This is all about you and what you're releasing, what you're letting go. And now Venus is here. Venus with the nodes of fate to bring something destined for you, yeah? Okay? So remember, Venus is in Gemini right now. So what does that even mean? Venus is here. Uranus is here. Sedna is here. Your 10th house, okay? It's very public facing. It's career. And so a lot of y'all are changing careers. A lot of y'all are thinking more leader. Like, what is that leader role, right? There's so much changes you're going through. You're going through those big, like, what is my life purpose moments? I mean, we're talking about the nodes in your sign. This is what you're meant to do for the entire year. But this is just a really big point, okay? Right now, when Venus is here, because Venus is relationships and money and creativity and beauty and harmony and peace in your 10th house of career. If you're not here for career, that's fine. It's just wherever you're putting your energy into that you want to be known for, because like I said, it's very public facing. It is your public image. It is your reputation. Yeah. It's also honors and achievements. So the fact that you've got this in your first house too, yeah, you're probably going to make some changes health-wise, digestive system. I talked about this, like maybe something with your diet, maybe something cosmetic. It's Venus, right? And it's in your, like there's something here. Remember that you represent purification. And so when I say out with the old, in with the new, I mean, you get it, right? It's a new you. And Venus happens to be looking at you right in the eyes on this day. All right. And yes, if you're watching this, I dropped this a few days before the actual week. Yeah, you're feeling it over the weekend too. She's asking you, what do you want for your destiny? What can I bring? What would you like? Yep. So just keep that in mind. There is something here, Venus also, being natively ruling your second. There's something here with money and career and self-worth, self-value, what you're worth, things that you value, all of that. But Venus is what your heart desires. What does your heart desire? Yeah. This is when you make that happen, when you make that change. Are you vibrating at that high frequency on your karmic journey? Because this is a fated event for you. It's a karmic event, and you're going to see it play out all week. And so really think about what you want with your career moving forward, because as part of this prism portal, remember Pluto's part of this in your 6th house. That's work. That's work and health. That's your home. All right. Your everyday activities are going to change, but I want you to put your energy out there in terms of what you want in that change. All right. And again, if you're not for career, it doesn't just money. Okay. Money. Or how you can be of service to others. That's you. That's Virgo. That's a Virgo trait. All right. Now, the other thing, and yeah, the collective is really, humanity is really right now. Yeah. Because of all these changes. Yeah. And by the way, with the fact that you just had that full moon in Capricorn and a couple other things that are happening, just looking at what's going on for y'all. You, listen, you know Venus, right? We all know Venus. Yeah. Today, she will be conjuncting the moon in Gemini. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of feminine energy. And so there's something here where it's like you are destined to be this leader and be recognized. So go get it. Go for it. Go for it. Y'all, a lot of y'all are. All right. And again, remember, it's your reputation too. It's the way that you want to be seen. And this is just a lot of divine feminine energy. And remember, you've got to be social and network with what's happening. You see, Venus is going to leave Gemini very soon. Use this. Gemini is a mutable sign like you. Make those changes, okay? Changes are already happening for you. Now, remember I said it's 19 degrees. Remember, just the big thing here with even everything else that's been going on, out with the old, in with the new, but 19 degrees, like I said, Libra degree. Okay, so that's Venus's ruler. So this is really amplifying harmony and relationships for you. Again, for a lot of y'all to be like colleagues and employees and bosses and things like that, right? And so just, in general, but relationships, love, all of that. Yeah. How you want to be seen in your relationships, in a relationship. But here's the thing, Virgo. You're working with a new Venus. You remember that, right? If you recall the once a lifetime cosmic alignment that we had at the end of March, when I talked about that wave, yeah? When I said that there's a big wave and everyone's lives are going to be changing, and it starts at the end of March, and you were going to see that, everything changing from that point forward, all right? You might remember that Venus, we had a Venus cazimi at that time, okay? And it was in Aries. So go back to your March forecast. Please just look at that, because I'm not going to just know that that's the storyline that's been playing out for you, because I just said Venus was in Aries at that time. We had a Venus cazimi. That's when she's like reborn, okay? In your 8th house of death and rebirth. Venus was reborn in your 8th house of death and rebirth and transformation and wealth building and relationship building. Your transformation, all right? And so her being reborn, she got all this energy. She's like Lara Croft, okay? She had a huge upgrade. Megan 2.0. This is a new Venus. And don't forget, please don't forget, because this is so significant for you, Virgo. April 21st to the 23rd, we had Venus, Saturn, the North Node conjunctions in Pisces. That kicked off a new cycle for you. So look back to your April forecast. That's your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And what does Venus represent? Right? And Saturn, what does Saturn represent? The long-term commitments. So you've been going through a lot of change. You've been asking yourself a lot of questions. And Venus is bringing more changes. So use her right now while she's in Gemini, while she is feeling very social and charming. And yeah, she's with Uranus. So be explorative and experiment and be curious. And a lot of y'all already are. Yeah. Have your breakthrough. Go after what your heart desires. This aspect with Mars in your sign is got to be strong. And you are going to feel it days before, days after. You're just going to feel it. I want you to feel it in your bones. And remember, at this time, this is when Saturn and Neptune, and I talked about this last week, they're so close to their conjunction. It's like an air kiss. Yeah. You're feeling that in your 8th house of death and rebirth, of relationships. And that can be business too. It doesn't have to be love. It is the 8th house. Taxes, loans, inheritance, investments. That's the 8th house. Yeah. You're thinking about the long term. All right. So what's happening this weekend right here for you, Virgo, and you alone? Well, everybody, but in different areas of their life, but it's happening in your side. So you're going to feel it the most. What's happening here? Remember what I said. Everything this summer, preparing yourself to be where you want to be by February 2026. Well, we do have the Saturn-Neptune conjunction at 0 degrees in Aries, the world access, the great reset, where you're gonna see what happens now around this week. That's where you're gonna be. So please take action, okay? I've been preparing you for this moment. Please take action. And remember, Juno is in the mix. And I've talked about Juno, okay? She wasn't invited to the wedding in Mount Olympus. I told you, she threw the golden apple to stir things up and for the greater good. And she's so active right now. And she is in Scorpio in your 3rd house. And we're talking about Jupiter's wife, Zeus's wife. This is Juno. So once again, with the fact that that's your 3rd house, when I see what's happening for you, relationships, commitments, contracts, all of that, big, use this, manifest it, because Juno will square Mercury in Leo, okay? So the fact that Juno in your 3rd house of contracts and agreements and communication and all of that, right? Launching things, like really communicating, squaring the planet of communication and messages. There's something you've got to use this. All right. So we will talk more about that in the second spread, but just know what's happening here. Loyalty will be tested. You'll see. All right. So vibrate at the high frequency. Now, cross watchers, if you watch for your rising or your moon or for your husband, Jeremy, or whoever, mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, they're going to feel this emotes, all right? That includes you. Obviously, it's happening in your sign. You're going to feel it. But if you have any planets between 17 to 21 degrees in your birth chart, in your natal chart, okay, in any of the signs I just mentioned, oh, yeah, you're still you're there. All right. You're going to feel it the most. Now, Tuesday, here we go. We're in Leo season. The sun rules Leo. It's at home in Leo, meaning for the next 4 weeks, you are going to feel a rush of optimism and passion and courage and that fiery spirit and your creativity cranked up. We are talking right brain, left hand, okay? Leo rules that creative realm. So whether you're writing a book or, building a treehouse, cooking spaghetti for the first time and making it interesting, it does not matter, okay? The sun Leo is a heart. It is his heart energy, all right? And you know that you got that light inside you, and now it's going to radiate. So sun in Leo is amazing. It's high frequency. And remember, Mercury, the mind, is in Leo, right? Retrograde, but still in Leo. So there's a strong mind, heart, coherence. Use it. This is happening in your 12th, by the way. Mercury, your ruling planet, is in Leo, retrograde, in your 12th. Remember the 12th? A lot of like spirituality, intuition, just a little bit of like withdrawing a little bit. Okay? Going within. Healing. A lot of healing right here. All right? So you're doing that. You're speaking healing words. You're doing all that. You're processing things. Okay? So this is very nice. Very nice. And remember, there's like 4 other retrogrades happening right now with, the South Node, which has to do with your karmic past. So a lot of attention on the past. Yeah? You're going to feel very expressive, though, because it is Leo. It's sun in Leo. It's inspiring. It's playful. It's love. It's big heart energy. It's ambition. It's you tapping into your inner child. You having, in your 12th, a lot of nostalgic moments. It's very happy-go-lucky, okay? Living loud and proud, showing off your talents. That's what it is. I've said this, in your monthly forecast. Leo season is when you have the spotlight. The stage is yours. Remember, you're not a backup dancer. You are not an extra on a film set. You are the Keanu Reeves. This is your stage. You've got the spotlight. All right? And yeah, it's confidence. That's what Sun in Leo is. You're just going to feel this. But the other thing is, it's independence. You feel that strongly too. There's a sense of freedom with the Sun in Leo, right? Which amplifies that Uranus and Gemini, the Pluto and Aquarius, and Saturn conjuncting Neptune, Aries, the prism portal that I talked about. And that in Aries, that, remember, is the Ram, the I am. This is hear me roar energy. I want you to use it, but it is in your 12th. So a lot of this, again, is like you just kind of like behind the curtains, getting ready to come on stage, because Leo, as you know, as I've told you, has a touch of fame to it. So have fun with this. You've got Uranus and Gemini in your 10th house of fame. And then remember, these are the 2 houses of fame. A lot of y'all are becoming healers. That's 12th house energy with also like Chiron and Aries in your 8th. A lot of y'all are becoming healers. Okay? Doctors, nurses, Reiki masters. This is what a lot of y'all are going to be doing. Okay? Or it can just be in your personal life. Like you are the, mama bear. Yeah, I told you, Ceres, is in your 8th. Okay? So this is just a really big time. Also, everything that's happening is you expanding your consciousness, and you're feeling more of the collective. How will you contribute to the collective? That is what the energy is asking of you right now. All right. And so please just use this. I know Mercury's retrograde. Yeah, I know it. And that really does have a big impact on you, but use it to really connect with your inner child, really have those nostalgic moments and make it fun and exciting. Okay. Bring all that joy into your life, all those things. Think about the time you were, in college. Yeah, you and your dorm people, like the goth kid and the James Dean or whatever. Like it was like, oh, we have nothing in common. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna eat the fun cookies, whatever it is, whatever you did. Just think of those fun times. It inspires you. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is because you've got this stage for 4 weeks, okay? And it's going to help bring this joy in your life. It's going to feel so, so, so good, All right. Anyway, so just remember, you are the author of your story. Okay. But you're also the main character. Go forth. Go forth. All right. And just remember everything. Again, when I see what's happening for you, there is this, I mean, you've got the Mercury, the sun in your 12th. That's also the subconscious. I mean, there's everything that's happening here is like the collective. It's like, how can I contribute to the, human race with what I do? So whatever it's happening, just remember, you've got the stage, you've got the mic. I always say, don't live a little, live a lot. And that you will in Leo season. All right. Just be mindful that the lower expression of the sun in Leo can be overconfidence or ego, but it's in your 12th. So for you, try to avoid self-sabotage. Like, oh, I can't do this. Yes, you can. Okay? Yes, you can. Now, immediately, the sun in Leo will sextile Uranus and Gemini, 1 degree. Fresh new beginnings. Remember, that is the Aries degree. Pioneering, like, let's go. Let's do this. And this only happens like twice a year. This is rare. All right. This is the very first Uranus and Gemini planetary aspect in 84 years that with what's happening here, nobody's experienced. How exciting is that? Aren't you excited about this? So again, I see what's happening for you. This is going to be like a bolt of lightning. This is going to be like something surprising, exciting, stimulating for you. But again, this is your breakthrough moment. Yeah. It's fire and air. Okay. This is you thinking outside the box, having your awakening, wakey, right? With Uranus here. You could also just be curious about doing something. Like, I mean, again, it's your 12th. It's like, maybe you try art therapy or something. You know what I mean? Like just healing energy. All right. Or just changes. Like maybe this is the day that you audition for Wicked or Love Island, whatever you want. Just shake things up. Get out of your comfort zone. It's Uranus in a strong placement. And by the way, a lot of this is going to have to do with your reputation or career. It's your 10th house. Okay. Where Venus is. So remember, do what your heart desires. Break out of, your comfort zone. So the other thing is that the bigger thing here is because it's Leo energy, and it is with your 10th house. Remember, so this sextile, which is a window of opportunity, is connecting the 2 houses of fame for you. Just you, Virgo, no one else. All right. Well, one other sign, but hey, you're the one who has the South Node, Virgo, all of that. Anyway, huge opportunity here that can be very long lasting because the sun will trine Saturn, which is all about long-term goals and commitments. And he builds you that bridge, and it's Saturn. So a lot of y'all could become an authority, decide you want to become an authority in your field, in your industry, the expert, it's Saturn. But again, you got to shake something up, and it is Mercury here, so just keep that in mind. All right. Mercury's still in the mix. So yeah, it's Uranus as well. Remember, Mercury is a lower octave of Uranus anyway. So there may be something that surprises you where it's like, okay, interesting. Oh, I got a raise, and I just got promoted to, the CEO of Kit Kat, whatever. Like it's surprising in a big way. All right. So anyway, it's a big upgrade for you. You may be getting messages. The fact that it's in your 12th house, pay attention to your dreams. As a 12th house, you may be getting messages through your dreams or your intuition. So really, really, really go within. All right. And again, don't forget, Sedna is here. And I do talk about my last live stream. I'll leave it at the end of this video, okay? Because she's responsible for, a lot of the changes that we're going through, that you're seeing in the world, humanity, consciousness, okay? So anyway, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're gonna feel this aspect the most. But if you have planets 0 to 3 degrees in any of those signs, you're going to feel this the most. And to be honest, everyone's going to feel this. This is strong. No, we never felt this. We never had this. And remember what I said. Every sign is going through change because everything is happening between 0 to 3 degrees. Yeah? The degrees of new beginnings. So it doesn't matter. You're still going to feel this, is all I'm saying. All right? And what's going on? Oh, yeah, please be with friends, okay? The moon's going to be in Cancer this day, okay? So the moon rules Cancer. And remember, you have Jupiter there. That is your 11th house. So the two things here. A, you're going to really feel this day. Please be with your friends, network. That's 11th house energy. But B, the 11th house is your long-term goals, wishes, dreams, your future hopes and wishes, all of that, okay? You're really going to feel this, especially a lot of home energy. Now, Wednesday, the 23rd, you got Venus square Mars in your sign, 21 degrees. Wow, Virgo, this week is all about you. It really is. You have so much here. So this, you're going to feel days before, days after. It's a square. But like I said in your monthly forecast, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It makes you do something. It's like there's a restlessness here, all right? Whether it's Venus and Mars, it's the cosmic lovebirds, right? And so it's mutable energy. It's Mars is in your sign, Venus is in Gemini, two mutable signs. So there's going to be change. That's what I'm saying, especially for you. Look at what's happening in the beginning. So this can be a breakup. It's a square, but it can also be makeup. Yeah. You got Juno in the mix. Whatever you need to do, but promise me you won't go on a first date this day. It's a square. That's all. Yeah. Okay. Venus and Mars, by the way, I just told you Gemini and Virgo, that's where they're at, right? So two mutable signs, but also you're the only two signs ruled by Mercury. And Mercury, communication, the messenger, Hermes. He's restless. Yeah. Because there's a little bit of tension here. I'm right. That's building. So yeah, please find ways to release that tension, okay? You're going to have physical, remember Mars is physicality. It's in your sign. You're going to feel it. You're going to really feel it. And you're going to want to be really social. And there's a lot that you are thinking about in terms of, again, your reputation, how people perceive you, your public image, fame for what you do, and your career, all right? There's going to be a lot of energy here, but use it. You can use I always say, use these aspects. Don't let them use you, because this aspect is very social and it's arousing and it's passionate. Okay. It can be like passive aggressive, but playfully if you use it right, if you're still vibrating at that frequency. And yes, with romance, right? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. When I say like there's tension building, yeah. Okay. So there could be something here romantic. There could be something here with creative partners. There could be something here with colleagues. Even like there could be fun competition and that, like a game of leapfrog, whatever you want. It's fun. But again, your ruler Mercury and Gemini's ruler Mercury, a little bit restless. Not only is he retrograde, he's in Leo. So there is a little bit of that ego and pride that could come out. It's Mercury communication, right? So he wants you to say some things. Just be mindful this day. Mercury's retrograde. There can be some mixed messages. Yeah. And impatience and impulsiveness. And if you are at that lower frequency, if you let, someone get your goat, yeah, really competitive energy from this point forward. Okay. Like one upper energy. Okay. That can escalate. Reese Witherspoon in election. Yeah. Very Virgo energy, right? So it is very hot, cold. Venus at this point, remember, she's fierce now after her rebirth. She's very FAFO. Yep. Passion. A lot of passion here can be heated. And remember, Mars in your sign can be a little overcritical and picky. So that's why I'm saying just this day, be responsive, not reactive. Don't flip any tables. You're going to be fine. Remember, you're on a karmic journey. You got planets with the South Node in your sign. Everything has ripple effects. And this is a square that you can use. Huge potential here to adjust something, especially, again, with you. It's in your sign. Mars is in your sign, okay? Anything that you're working on, your identity, your body, it's in your house. But then also, there you go, Venus in your 10th. So career, money as well. Even there's like something that you're going to see differently here. From this point forward, it's just, you will. All right. So we're going to talk about this in the second spread, but It's just, remember, the moon will be in Cancer, but the moon ruling Cancer, the sun in Leo ruling Leo, and then Juno in the mix. We'll talk about that. All right. Squaring Mercury. But anyway, who's going to feel this most? Obviously, the mutable signs: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. This aspect, yeah. Venus squaring Mars. All right. And fixed signs I'm going to throw in too. Sure. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. If you know your birth chart, planets 19 to 23 degrees and any other signs. You'll feel it. Now, Thursday, July 24th, here we are, the new moon in Leo. This is happening at 2 degrees, 3:11 p.m. my time, okay? New York City time. Convert that to wherever you live in the world, Eastern Standard. This new moon is bonkers. It is bonkers. First, this new moon is all about romance. It's all about creativity. It's all about children, but also your inner child. It's sextile Uranus. Again, this is the first new moon that we're going to have with the Prism portal. This is big. It's again, sextile Uranus. Yeah. So breakthroughs, surprises, unexpected things. Yeah. And that includes like epiphanies. But again, stepping out of your comfort zone, especially when it comes to fame and career, right? So you have a spotlight that's long lasting. From this point, you can manifest, set those intentions. What is it that you want, right? But this is also, remember, it's happening in your 12th house, so it's very healing energy. It's really healing. Oh, and you becoming a healer or just something here, even to something with hospitality. There's something here. Anyway, 12th house is just, is a lot. There's a lot happening here for you, but there could also be some things that are revealed. All right. For you, it is the 12th house. I didn't bring a drink. So what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. One of the reasons why this is such a big deal, this new moon, and I really want you to pay attention to this new moon, and I really want you to set intentions, and I please just mark this in your calendar, okay? Remember what I said, the Prism portal, yeah? Mercury on top of that, all summer, yeah? That's what you're feeling. That's what's happening here. Where do you want to be by February 2026? I've said it week after week after week. I've been dropping you even Easter eggs, right? February 2026. That's when we have the Saturn Neptune conjunction in Aries, 0 degrees. But it is also when we have the corresponding full moon in Leo, February 2026. You've really got to set intentions here. When I say take action, this new moon carries you over for 6 months. You're still on that way, Virgo. So when I say take action this summer for where you want to be by February 2026, I've been telling you this all year. But now you're at that point where it's like, okay, I really gotta. It's a new moon. The first one with the Prism portal. So I talk a lot more about this in my August astrology overview. I'll leave it at the end of this video. All right. Because I'm not going to tell you everything about it here. It's just, this is one of the most loaded new moons. If you want to know more about what's going to, you can expect, look at that video. Okay. Because what's happening on this day? The sun is going to trine Saturn. The sun is going to trine Neptune. Pluto is trining Uranus, right? You got Saturn and Neptune sextiling Uranus, but this is like, they're close. This is, again, all between, 1 to 3 degrees of new beginnings, right? On a new moon, that's all about new beginnings. So you are literally leaving the old world, all right? All the old era, the bygone era for this new you. That's why I've been saying out with the old, in with the new. And this one really matters. This one, remember, the first one, this is the first new moon. When all the 4 signs, planets are in their new signs, okay? And remember, that's all about the collective too. So with this new moon, you want to set intentions, sure, but also set intentions for the collective, for humanity as well. Because remember, if we're all at the high frequency, things are a lot nicer. And you are going to be contributing. This is in your 12th, all right? So this new moon, 2 degrees, I said, really great. That's perfect for you, okay? It's very grounding energy, very grounded as you set your intentions, very practical, practical intentions, energy. It's Venus energy, by the way, 2 degrees. Taurus energy, so earthy, right? So there's something about comfort that you're seeking with this new moon. And remember, it's going to be trining Saturn, that's who's building you that bridge for something long lasting, or even you becoming this bigger authority. And there's something here, again, remember, you've got the North Node in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, contracts, marriage, all of that. This is a big deal, okay? The Sun and Moon trining Neptune. Oh, don't get me started. That is it's super dreamy and enchanting and romantic, and it's so transcendent. It's like glitter and smoke machines. The good ones, the expensive ones. But again, remember, that is all 8th house activity for you. You're going really deep. You really, like, in terms of partnerships, and again, that can be love, it can be career, even like it can be platonic, it can be, there's something here where there's someone else involved. Yeah. It could be your agent. It could be manifesting an agent if you're writing a book. You know, like there's so much here for you. Okay. But this Neptune activation is strong. It's electric. It's soulful. It's in your 8th. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. A lot of money energy here. It's like a whole other dimension. And it's your imagination. It's creativity. This is what divination is, okay? Remember, I've been saying visualize, vision, visionary. That's Neptune for your future. I've talked about vision boards. I just told you to pay attention to your dreams too. They're going to be giving you messages. Please, all right? Remember, Saturn-Neptune conjunction. They're so close. You're getting a taste of what February is going to be like, all right? And so continue. Move forward. Do grounding, earthing, connect with Mother Nature. Do all of that. Everything I always tell you, put crystals in your water. Put crystals on your forehead as you meditate. Do some, tap into your chi. Do some Tai Chi. Do some, work with your chakras. Connect with the ether. All here on this day with the new moon. Okay? Because it will be opposite Pluto in Aquarius. So there's something here that has a little bit of intensity, especially emotionally. Yeah. Pluto natively rules your 8th. And Pluto's in Aquarius, you've got it. Remember, that's your 6th house. That's your home. But then Pluto also natively rules your 3rd. There's so much overlap that I'm not even this is going to be a big time for you. Remember, Pluto in Aquarius, this new moon will be opposite. Yeah. And that is your 6th house that's your home. That's all about service to others. And when I say a lot of y'all are thinking about how you're going to contribute to humanity, whether it is being a doctor, whether it is being, the book you wrote or the podcast that you started. This is a big deal, please. Okay. So don't get distracted because that energy can be, again, power struggly, like 80s, villain in a teen comedy, collar flipped up. That's that kind of energy. New moon opposite Pluto. There can be jealousy, it can be moodiness, and just always remember, this is all about the greater good. Just stay true to your authentic self. Know thyself. All right, Socrates. Yeah. Use this new moon to not only empower you, but others too. And yeah, Mercury will be retrograde. So that's the other thing. I talk about it in my live stream. All right. Last week, I just watched that. You can still pursue things, okay? It's fine. Creatively, romantically, however you want to. And remember, if you are going to sign something, suggested you don't during Mercury retrograde, but it is a new moon. New things are going to be happening for you. And this is a heavily karmic week. I've talked about divine timing. So just look at that last week's video. It's fine. Just know, should you, sign something, try to delay it until Mercury's direct. Mercury's your ruler. But if you do, it's fine. You're still going to get to where you need to go. There just may be a little bit of a detour. Either way, this is one of the best new moons for you if you stay true to yourself, okay? Carve out this amazing path forward. Now, fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, they're going to feel this the most, okay? This new moon. I'm going to throw in Sagittarius and Aries. That would complete all the fire signs. And because of the activations that are happening right now, I'm throwing in Gemini and you. Yeah. So y'all are going to feel this new moon the most if you have planets 0 to 4 degrees in any of the signs that I just mentioned. Yeah, you're going to feel it. All right. So you've got, you see there's, and again, we'll talk about this in the second spread. There's a lot of other stuff happening. Like the moon is going to be in your sign, Virgo. I want you to know that. And I'll just tell you now, from Saturday, July 26th to about the 28th, therefore, you're going to have some big moments. Yeah, because the moon will conjunct the south node. Anyway, we'll talk about in the second spread, and you will also have Venus sextile Chiron. So there really is, I mean, like when I say career, fame, money, partnerships, contracts, all of that, it's like big. It's all happening. Now, the other thing is Wednesday, the 30th, Venus moves into Cancer. You're going to love this, okay? Until August 25th. We'll talk about it in your August forecast, okay? Because you're going to feel it more than in August. This is just, but you're going to love this. You're going to love this. Trust me, you're going to love it. It's in your 11th house. Venus is moving into your 11th house. Therefore, and remember, Jupiter's there in Cancer, right? That was your 11th house of your future hopes, long-term goals, and wishes. And this is just really sweet. A lot of home energy for y'all. And then Thursday, the 31st, yeah, we have the Mercury Cazimi in Leo. And, we're at this point halfway through the retrograde, by the way. All right. And Mercury, this Cazimi, Mercury conjuncting the sun. It just means Mercury's in the heart of the sun. Okay. Yeah, he's moving backwards. He's retrograde. And so think of that alignment. It's just this refresh clarity. You're going to have this big, I would not be surprised if this is actually like a really big spiritual awakening for you on this day. Remember, it's in your 12th. And there is this merging of the higher mind and the physical mind that's happening for you on this day, but it is going to be this reset in the way that, maybe even like logic, processing things, intellect, all of that. It could also, it's Leo, so it could even be like an ego check, especially over anything that was happening in the first 2 weeks of July. It's not the perfect Cazimi, to be honest. And the other thing is, there's the moon will be in Scorpio. We've talked about this. So we'll talk about it in the second spread. But yeah, there may be some, things may be revealed. But it may be you that's revealing it. Anyway, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo, for the last 2 weeks of July. Yep, Virgo. Oh wow, Virgo. Let's really do this. Virgo, y'all are so funny. How are y'all doing? Thanks so much for I do a traditional cult across spread. Oh yeah, the website. Look at my last live stream. I gave you a big update there. Greatawakener.com. Oh. Yeah, it was pushed back. To August. Well, we'll see. That's the thing. I can't say. It's like Mercury's retrograde while I do this. Like I can't even. I do a traditional cult across spread. Offers the best overview. If I need to pull clarifiers, I will. And Virgo, I love y'all. Let's get started. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. There you go. There you go. I'm clapping for you. You Virgo. I love y'all. Listen. You're good. You have nothing. You're good. Your life is changing. Yeah. Look, you got the Page of Swords. So already you're thinking in different ways. Already you're enthusiastic about something like new. Like, oh, yes. Like, I really want to do this. And I'm really excited about this. Again, pages are really young, right? So there is a sense of like, even like, again, like I said, like that inner child or something nostalgic that's just stirring something up within you. And there's just so much enthusiasm coming through. It's a sword suit. So there's something here with like, thinking in a new way, or even your beliefs, or maybe there was a big decision that you made or you're moving into it. Remember, I dropped these forecasts a little bit earlier. So there you go. There you go. A lot of y'all are in new positions or new relationships or new stages in relationships, or you see like there's something new that's bringing you to the Three of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. And what did I say? Like this is teamwork, first of all. All right. There's no I in teamwork. Remember, big focus on the collective and how you're going to be of service. And whatever work you do, there's this enthusiasm of like, yes, let's do this. It's a 3. It's all about learning and advancement and growing and development and maturation, all of that. But it's the birth of new things. So it looks like a lot of y'all will be starting something new, working with other people. Okay, it's Pentacles. Yeah, so it could be new job, career path, All right, promotion, whatever it is, but there's other people involved, new team that you're working with. It doesn't have to be work related, by the way. It can be like maybe something with you, with your family, whatever it is. You see a big shift that's happening here. Yep. You even see the pentacles. They're actually in the structure of the building. You're setting yourself up for something long term, which is happening astrologically for you anyway. You do have that magician in your challenge area. So what'd I say? Yeah. If you're at home and there's a clown playing the French horn while you're watching Love Island and you don't do anything about it, but it's annoying you, nothing's going to change. You got to take that action. Yeah. What is the magician? It's the beginning of your journey. Your fool's journey here. He's got the power to manifest whatever he wants. In order to do that, you got to believe in yourself. Okay? You got to believe in the magic. All right? The ether. It's all about the ether. You know sacred geometry. Maybe you don't. That's why I'm teaching that. That's one of many things I'll be teaching on the site. The dodecahedron right here. All right. I'm not going to go into it, but just believe in yourself. Okay. And take that action. The second thing is, there may be someone that you're going to have to see eye to eye with. I don't see it in a bad way. It's just like, okay, let's, there's something here where it's almost like they don't believe in you. No, you do you. Remember what I said. Don't let anyone take away your power. High Priestess, you're going to be fine. So all this energy that I just said that is happening in your 12th house is going to be, the sun is putting a big spotlight there. There you go. All right. The 12th house, even like I said, is subconscious, right? And you got the High Priestess in your crown. She's the guardian of the subconscious. You've got 6 heavenly bodies in your 8th house that's going really deep at the same time. You're good. You're going to be going deep. You're going to do that rest and retreat that I said to work on you spiritually. That's what's happening here. You're protected. You're even like, there is a sense of like, you may be, exploring, the metaphysical, like divination, like tarot, astrology yourself. And maybe okay. So whatever it is, beautiful. I love this for you. All right. Now, there you go. What I say about partnerships and relationships, you got the 2 of Cups and the root of your spread. There's something new brewing for you. There's something new. I just told you, you got all this activity and new energy. You got the Page of Swords new. You got the 3 of Pentacles new. You got the 2 of Cups new. Even the High Priestess card 2. Yeah? What I say about that's new moon at 2 degrees. You're good. Anyway, there you go. There's something forming. This is the soulmate card in layman's terms, right? The twin flame, true love, all of that. But again, however you want it. It can be love. It can be relationships. It can be, business partners. It can be that agent I was talking about, or an accountant, whatever. Platonic. Yeah. You got friendship stuff that you're going to get really social very soon, by the way, when Venus moves into Cancer. I love this. And then remember, look at the winged lion here. What did I say about Leo season? So there's this passion, there's this synergy, there's this kismet moment happening for you. And then you got the 4 of Swords. What did I just say about rest and retreat? What did I say about the 12th house so activated for you? Taking that time out to just really go within, doing that healing, but also, what goes in comes out, right? So, 4 of Swords. There you go. Amazing. There's something here that is very powerful, very healing. There's a lot of healing energy here. There's this enthusiasm for all the new. All your cards. Look, you got card 1, you got 2, you got 3, you got 4. Page would be the new, right? The first in the quartz. So you see that this is all about the new for you. This is all about the new, and there is something healing, all right? I said pay attention to your dreams. I said do some meditation like he is. Look at the swords where they're pointing down, yeah? the heart, the throat, the crown chakras. This is a big time for you. You're going to be great. You're going to be good, and you're going to learn a lot, and a lot of it's going to be from going within, okay? You're going to need that moment. There's a lot of comfort here, too. Let's get to your staff, Virgo. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you'd like to subscribe, leave comments, share, all of that. But tell me what's going on. I really want to hear from y'all. This is a big week for you. You got Venus with the nodes, bending the nodes. You know I love y'all. All right, so don't even. I'm gonna spray you. Okay. You're good. Virgo, you're good. There you go. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. Of course you're in that questioning, like, okay, how can I make this long lasting? How can I make this grow? How can I give this longevity? Commitments, relationships, job, my life purpose, all of that. He's looking back. What I say about you specifically, we got 4 retrogrades. You got your ruling planet, Mercury retrograde, and your 12th. That has to do with the past. You got Chiron active. You got He's looking back. Do it. Take that time, reflect about moving forward. Yeah, that's what you want. You also got the 10 of Cups. And a lot of this, again, remember, Pentacles are your physical reality. So it can be like a relationship. It can be anything. You got the 10 of Pentacles. Of course you did. Look at that. So remember, I said, even like all this Leo energy, romance and love, all of that, creative projects, all of that, amazing. But the fact that you just got the 10 of Pentacles in your external factors area, I mean, you got a lot to look forward to. This is a Pisces card. Remember, you got the North Node in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. It can be love, it can be career, it can be your best friend, whatever it is, right? But you also got the 2 of Cups. Anyway, you see the happy family, the happy kids. This is a card of just, this state of elation that just, it feels good. It feels good. You're on your way. You're good. And I feel like for a lot of y'all, that's like the motivating factor. You also got the moon. There you go. What did I say about the subconscious being active for you this week, right? Interesting. Go within. The high priestess is associated with the moon. You're going to have the moon in your sign. You got a huge new moon in your 12th of the subconscious. So go within. Anything that's up here, that's, again, because the 12th house, it can be self-sabotage. It can be like hidden enemies, people that you realize are not supporting you, all of that. You got to trust your intuition to, So that's doing that. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're doing shadow work anyway. 8th house activity, and then you're good. You know what the sun is. I just told you everything about the sun, and you got the sun in Leo. You're good. This is optimism. This is everything. If you ever got a tarot reading, it's the biggest yes. You ask a question, it's the biggest yes. And what I say about you going through the biggest change, transformation, death, and rebirth. You got the sun, first of all. What I say about the inner child here. Freeing yourself, being expressive. That's that sun and Leo energy. That's being expressive. Okay? But everything here, that red banner for achievements and passion. There's so much here. Passion. You even see frequency come from the sun. But I'm going to show you something here. 2 things. Card 19. 1 + 9, right? Equals 10. Remember, you got Venus with the nodes at 19 degrees, but either way, this is a rebirth. It's a rebirth for you. Okay? So keep that in mind. And the other thing I was going to show, I'm going to show you. You see the red feather in the child's head, the same one that the fool wears. So yeah, this is indicating there's something really big happening, a really big change. This is opportunities. This is that big yes. Say yes to the dress, right? The dress being the future that you deserve. Virgo, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much. Next week, we do August. Yeah, I told you about August. Hello, you got a new moon in your sign. I told you your life is changing. The wheel, yeah. So, and then if you like this, did I say if you like this reading, be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, all of that. Tell me what's going on. Tier 3 members, we're going to look at some things. Okay, we're going to look at some things, and we're going to do a separate spread on the new moon itself. We're going to isolate that. You know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. Virgo, I'm very excited for you. You got, even last week, you got like an amazing, look at that. Look at that. I love this. This is amazing. Okay. So it's like 10, you got 10, you got the sun and the moon. That's crazy. With the high priestess, like, I love this. You're on to like new things. You got, I'm gonna let you go. You're amazing, Virgo. But yeah. Oh, if you want to take a screenshot? I don't know. Okay. There you go. All right, Virgo. I love you. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.